What's going on, guys? You got Quasi here for Quasi Animation Studio and Quasi Media Network. Excuse me. Today we're going to show you how to go ahead and get the clothing saved as custom clothing for the character. So what we'll do is we'll do like this right here. So you'll select the parts. You don't really have to do that. You just go save the outfit. I'm sorry, yes you do. I'm tripping. You select the parts, custom outfit, next, and then you will select them here, right? So we're going to select the top and bottom. Let's say do a custom image, but we're gonna say no thumbnail because what I found is sometimes the thumbnail doesn't always work, and we can try to correct that later. And then just select which gender or whatnot. In this case, I'm just gonna say male, and then we'll just name it Dystopian Gear, and then click save. And if you get an error, it's probably something with to do with the thumbnail, but it should be exported. And then once you go to clothing, let's say you go to custom, it'll be in there. Okay, so let's say you want to try to do that as a new clothing, right? So we're gonna go new. We're gonna go ahead and open up human generator, and we're just gonna give it another character. And come in here. We're gonna go ahead and just do the process in general. Not gonna wait. All right, so you click this, go to clothing, go to custom, and then we'll pick Dystopian Gear, and then the clothing is there. Boom. Now, understand something. I want you to realize now that this might not always come in correctly. Because let's say you change something with the character that's a little bit, that's a bit more stout or even shorter, right? So let's say we go to, again, this is for a male character. So let's go and pick another male character. All right, so now we pick that character. Let's say we create some defining features. All right, let's do that one. And then let's say he's shorter. So let's go 176. He's shorter. And then let's see what happens. So we'll just save him out. All right, so we'll click him. We'll go closing and then go Dystopian Gear. And you see how it's totally different, right? See how it sort of squished it down to fit? So that's to do with the shape key, the body proportions. So we can come in here and sort of lift the body proportions a little bit. And then you can go into not edit mode, into scope mode. So go back up to, you can do it right here on body proportions, but I don't advise it. Say go back to basis. And then what you can do is let's go to the front. We're gonna go to scope mode. And then we're just gonna sculpt it into place. Because I think a lot of people forget that you still have to do those things. Now, something else that I would recommend is probably to go into edit mode. Well, that won't work because the shape keys are on. So yeah, let's go into shape keys. And then we'll just go and make our adjustments. So I'll make this a little bit bigger. And now just adjust it accordingly. Because again, it's not a default, it's not by default. So there's nothing wrong with making a few adjustments so that the clothing fits appropriately to the character that you created. Okay, now you say it's all wrinkled or whatnot, and we can fix that. So let's go into smooth mode, and then we just smooth it out in scope mode. And now it's set, right? Same thing with the pants. We'll switch over to the pants, and we can just do, we're just gonna tap because I don't want it to take some of the folds out. And set, go, done. All right, so it's just really that simple. Don't overcomplicate the process. What I wanted to say earlier is that the developers have given you a really good breakdown. This is version 3, by the way, of where everything is. So you can go ahead and look, and it'll show you what each one of those things are. It gives you, tells you texture baking, applying modifiers, etc. And these are things that you can do. So say you want to export that character to go into a different engine. These are the things you would use to do that. Now, the only thing I would say is when you're exporting hair, you would have to do it as an Alembic file. And I've talked about this in other videos. This is why you need to go through the content. Don't just go, hey, Quasi, what's this? What's this? I'm like, the video exists. No videos are old. Meaning, in other words, is all the knowledge is relative. It doesn't, because I'm talking about workflow and not technology. Okay, so you would go to an Alembic, and then you would export it as an Alembic file. So for the hair now, but the creators of the add-on have given you everything you need to be able to read right here and clearly see what you need to do in order to get your character the way you want it to be done. So clearly you see here how that works. All you had to do was go through the menus, and it will show you exactly what you can do. Okay, hope they help someone. Nothing but love. Check you out later.